There comes a moment in every cancer battle where the world feels too heavy, the days feel too long, and hope feels too far away. You look at yourself in the mirror and barely recognize the person staring back. You question your strength, your energy, your ability to keep fighting. And yet deep inside you, there is a spark that refuses to go out. A spark that whispers, "Not yet. I'm still here." That spark is your mental strength. Not the loud, dramatic kind, but the quiet, unshakable force that keeps you moving forward even when everything in your life feels like it's falling apart. Today, we talk about how to protect that spark, how to grow it, and how to stay mentally strong even in the darkest parts of your healing journey. Accepting your reality without giving up your power. One of the hardest steps in staying mentally strong is accepting what you're facing without letting it define you. Acceptance is not surrender, it is acknowledgement. When you say, "This is happening, and I'm going to face it," you reclaim your power from fear. Many people mistake acceptance for weakness, but it's the opposite. Denial drains you. Fighting the reality of your diagnosis creates emotional exhaustion. Acceptance gives you clarity. It allows you to think clearly, plan clearly, and approach each day with intention instead of panic. You don't have to like your situation. You don't have to be okay with it. You just need to recognize that you still have influence over how you navigate it. Once you accept reality, you stop wasting energy on what you can't control and start investing that energy into what you can control: your mindset, your decisions, your routines, and your emotional stability. Acceptance is the first step of strength because it frees your mind to focus on the fight ahead. Learning to manage fear instead of letting fear manage you. Fear is natural. When you hear the word cancer, fear is one of the first emotions that hits you. But mental strength doesn't mean becoming fearless. It means learning how to live with fear without letting it dominate your life. Fear grows stronger when it's ignored or suppressed. The more you try to push it down, the more aggressively it comes back. The strongest way to handle fear is to acknowledge it, understand it, and then choose how much power it gets to have. When fear shows up, recognize it without judgment. Tell yourself, "It's okay to feel afraid. Anyone in my place would feel this." Then, remind yourself that fear is just an emotion. It cannot predict your future, control your body, or decide your fate. As you manage fear, you reduce its grip over your thoughts and actions. You begin operating from a place of calm instead of panic. You give yourself room to breathe, room to think, and room to fight. Mental strength is not about eliminating fear, it's about refusing to be controlled by it. Building a routine that gives you stability and peace. When your world feels unpredictable, a routine becomes a lifeline. A simple, manageable daily routine anchors you. It gives you small moments of control in the middle of medical appointments, side effects, and emotional waves. Routines don't need to be complicated. They just need to give structure to your days. It could be waking up at the same time, drinking a warm cup of tea, reading something uplifting, stretching for a few minutes, or journaling your thoughts. These small actions signal to your brain that you are still in command of your time and your life. Routines quiet your mind by creating familiarity. They reduce the sense of chaos, making each day feel more manageable. Even during treatment, when energy levels drop and fatigue hits hard, small routines help you feel grounded. Mental strength is built through consistency, and routines are one of the simplest but most powerful ways to maintain that consistency. Protecting your energy by setting emotional boundaries. During a cancer battle, not everyone around you understands what you're going through. Some people bring you comfort and strength, while others unintentionally drain you. Mental strength requires protecting your energy the same way you protect your physical health. You are not obligated to absorb other people's fear, negativity, or expectations. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to distance yourself from conversations that stress you. You are allowed to avoid people whose presence makes you feel worse instead of better. Emotional boundaries are not selfish, they are survival tools. They give your mind space to breathe, recover, and stay focused on healing. You can still love people without letting them drain you. You can still care about others while prioritizing your own well-being. Every boundary you set strengthens your mental resilience and keeps your emotional world from becoming overwhelmed. Allowing yourself to feel instead of forcing yourself to be strong. One of the greatest myths about mental strength is the idea that strong people never cry, never break down, and never feel overwhelmed. That could not be further from the truth. True strength includes vulnerability. It includes days where you sob into your pillow, days where you don't want to get out of bed, and days where everything feels too heavy to carry. You are human, not a machine. Letting yourself feel your emotions, fear, sadness, frustration, exhaustion is healthy. It gives your mind the release it needs to avoid emotional overload. Holding everything inside creates pressure that eventually explodes. But when you allow yourself to feel, you create space for healing. You give your heart permission to process your pain instead of staying stuck in it. The strongest people are not the ones who never fall, they're the ones who get back up each time. And sometimes, getting back up starts with giving yourself permission to break. Strengthening your mind through small daily wins. Small victories are not small, they are fuel. They remind you that progress exists even in the most difficult seasons. A small win could be walking a few extra steps, finishing a meal, completing a treatment session, or simply getting through a tough day. Small wins build momentum. They show you that you are still moving forward, even if the progress feels slow. Celebrating these moments strengthens your mind by replacing hopelessness with accomplishment. Each win, no matter how minor it seems, sends a message to your brain that you are capable, you are improving, and you are still fighting. Mental strength grows from these daily reminders of your resilience. Never underestimate the power of small victories. They become the stepping stones of your recovery. Feeding your mind with thoughts that support healing. Your thoughts influence your emotional world. Positive thoughts don't mean pretending everything is fine. They mean directing your mind toward hope instead of despair. When you feed your mind supportive thoughts, you reduce stress and create a healthier emotional environment. You can remind yourself that you are doing your best. You can tell yourself that you are strong enough for today. You can affirm that healing is possible and that your story is still unfolding. These thoughts don't magically remove challenges, but they empower you to face them with strength rather than fear. When your inner voice becomes your ally instead of your enemy, your entire mindset transforms. Your body responds to calm. Your mind responds to encouragement. Feeding yourself with positive, grounded, realistic thoughts becomes a form of mental self-care that strengthens your resilience every day. Creating a support system that lifts you instead of crushing you. No one fights cancer alone, not emotionally, not mentally, not physically. A support system is one of the biggest factors in staying mentally strong. Surround yourself with people who bring you comfort, not chaos. People who listen without judgment. People who lift your spirits instead of increasing your stress. Whether it's family, friends, caregivers, or support groups, your circle matters. Being around people who care about you gives your mind space to rest. They help carry the weight on days you feel too tired. They remind you that you are not alone, even when the journey feels isolating. A good support system becomes a source of strength, encouragement, and emotional protection. Let people help you. Let people be there for you. Asking for support is not weakness, it is wisdom. Practicing mindfulness to calm your thoughts and reduce anxiety. Mindfulness helps you stay grounded when your mind starts racing. It pulls you out of the fear of the future and the pain of the past, bringing you into the safety of the present moment. Mindfulness can be practiced through deep breathing, meditation, quiet reflection, or simply focusing on your surroundings. When you calm your mind, your body follows. Your heart rate slows, your stress levels drop, your thoughts become clearer. Mindfulness gives you a mental break from fear and brings you back to a state of control. Practicing mindfulness daily strengthens your ability to handle emotional waves without being swept away by them. It becomes a safe space you can return to whenever everything feels overwhelming. Staying connected to hope even on the hardest days. Hope is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Hope gives you a reason to keep fighting, keep breathing, and keep believing in the possibility of better days. Hope is not naive, it is courageous. It takes strength to hope when everything around you feels uncertain. But hope is one of the most powerful mental tools you have. It reminds you that you are more than your diagnosis. It reminds you that your story is not finished. It reminds you that miracles exist, progress exists, and life continues to offer moments of beauty, even in the middle of pain. Holding on to hope doesn't mean ignoring your challenges. It means carrying them with faith instead of fear. Hope strengthens your mind by giving you something to believe in beyond the difficulty of the present moment. Your strength is greater than your struggle. Staying mentally strong through cancer is not about being perfect. It's not about staying positive every minute or never breaking down. It's about showing up for yourself again and again, even when you feel tired or afraid. It's about finding small moments of peace, small reasons to keep going, small victories that remind you who you are underneath the struggle. Your strength is not measured by how often you feel strong. It's measured by how often you rise after feeling weak. And every day you continue fighting, you prove that your strength is greater than your struggle. If you take anything from this, let it be this. You are stronger than you think. You are braver than you realize. And even on the hardest days, you still have the heart of a fighter. Your mind is your companion on this journey. Protect it, nurture it, and trust it. Because your mental strength is one of the most powerful tools you carry into this battle.